This is so funny. The people in this app are talking about the Santa discourse, whether he's real or not, and if you believe in him, how you should be a Santa abolitionist because he overworks and underpays his workers. But have we thought about the fact that children are literally going to be showing up on Christmas morning being like, no, mommy, I don't want that present. I don't take gifts from a capitalist dirtbag. Put it back in the chimney.
Oh, Ronald, wake up. It's time for school, sweetie. You better hurry up. You're gonna be late. Shut up. Shut the hell. Oh, shit. Good.
Wow. So much for the tolerant left.
What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house?
I want waffle fry.
Girl, you know I want. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just Joshing. I'm spending this holiday locking. My body got rid of them toxic.
Yeah, I'm a very strong feminist, so I believe women should have whatever mad thing they want.
You know what? Good for Simone. I'm proud of her. Ain't nothing to be proud of. She embarrassed the United States, and she should feel ashamed of herself. Really? What makes you say that? Nowadays, everyone's like, oh, mental health this, and oh, I need a mental day off. Back when I was growing up, we didn't have mental health days. You know what? Especially back in my days, we used to get whooped in school. I was getting my butt whooped in school all the time. And then when I would go home, I was getting whooped by my daddy because he didn't even want a child. So he was telling me all about the times that I was an accident and how he didn't even want me in the first place. And then because him and my mama would argue at night all the time, I had trouble sleeping and I would never get my homework done. So that's why when I had to go to school, I was getting my butt whooped because I wasn't doing my homework, and then I had to stay after in detention because, you know, I had to make up that work. But all the time, the teachers was telling me that I wasn't going to be anything, I wasn't going to do anything, and all of that. And also, I had to walk to school to like 20 miles from home to school and then 20 miles back. But you know what? Did I ever say that I needed a health day? Did I need a personal day off? No. You know what I did? I bottled that shit in. I bottled it in, and I never told anyone about it. Okay.
Oftentimes, one of the first arguments people use against socialism is that it won't work because of human nature. Is that true? No. It may seem natural that humans are greedy, but that's only because living under the current ruling ideology shapes our economic and social behavior. In other words, change the system, change the actions of the players. For example, in the game Monopoly, the objective is to own as much land and to be the richest person. Each individual is pitted against each other to dominate the other players. I don't think I'm the first to say it, but we know the common stereotypes about playing the game with your friends and family. Let's contrast this with a board game like Pandemic. The goal in Pandemic is for the players, in their randomly selected roles, to work cooperatively to stop the spread of 4 diseases and cure them before a pandemic occurs. Neither game is more telling about human nature. Instead, it illustrates that the rules and systems governing the game bring out certain attributes in people. The same can be applied for our economic and political systems. Because our system incentivizes profit above all else, the attributes in people to meet those incentives are brought to the forefront. So yeah, humans are greedy and self-serving and egotistical, but they're also cooperative, kind, and community-oriented.
Something tells me real women strongly dislike effeminate men. Let's bring back masculinity.
Oh my God, will y'all shut the fuck up? You want to talk about gender roles, homie? We finna talk about gender roles. Nobody's forcing men to be effeminate. Nobody's telling men to stop being masculine. The problem is a lot of y'all do not have a grasp on what masculinity means. But you sure love to defend the fuck out of some toxic masculinity, so let me explain the difference to you. Masculinity is being able to protect your family and those you love. Masculinity is being able to better your community and uphold other men and build them to better standards. Masculinity is respecting women and never objectifying them. Throughout history, men's lives have always been seen as more expendable than the women or the children because it was our job to protect and to provide, and a lot of y'all do not do that. But you over here mad because you see a guy in some skinnies and a pink wife beater. I'm gonna be honest with you, until the day where you stop seeing femininity as less than masculinity, you're a dick.
Here is exactly what I wanted to say with that video, and I just didn't explicitly say it because I was worried people would accuse me of body shaming. But surprise, surprise, they accuse me of body shaming anyways. I don't think it's body shaming to point out that thin privilege exists and that people with smaller body types or thin people are catered to in the fashion industry, and fashion trends revolve around those body types. So it's not really shocking when it's considered cool or trendy for people to use their thinner bodies as a fashion accessory, kind of. For example, the recent trend with low-rise jeans is typically considered fashionable when somebody with a flat stomach or abs wears them, but then it's considered gross or unflattering when someone with a bigger stomach wears them. And this isn't an attack. I'm not trying to personally attack thin people or smaller body types. This is just a critique of society as a whole and the fat phobia embedded into it. So I'm really not trying to body shame, so I really apologize if it comes off that way.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
You should be.
I'm not gonna be merciful.
You should be.
Why is it that in order to watch a horror movie, you have to be willing to subject yourself to watching women be traumatized? Like, it's all the time. They're like, hey, you like spooky movies? It'll get there. You just have to watch this 15-minute rape scene first. Like, what?
Then every episode, somebody asks for the gun show. So there it is. It's kind of, this is.
More importantly, why haven't we talked about his sword show? Like, what was the reason for this? Like, and out of all the things this man has done against society, this is by far the worst.
Men are stupid and I don't respect them.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her. She's the Jessica.
Did you know dog spelled backwards is God? That's right, dear. You're such a clever little girl.
Kill your parents, Tracy.
I genuinely don't understand how anyone can defend billionaires. Like, you're not a billionaire. You'll never be a billionaire. You're gonna die on the hill for Michael fucking Bloomberg? Okay. But they'll probably say something like, hey, they earned that money. It's like, yeah, you think they did $1 billion worth of labor? You think they worked $1 billion hard? Come on, get your head out of your ass. No, the system was set up in a way that they were able to extract $1 billion worth of labor from other people and kept it for themselves. They didn't earn that money. They just happened to be situated at the top of the pyramid where all the money trickled up to. And the worst thing about this is that in a capitalistic society, wealth equals resources. So they're not just hoarding money, they're hoarding food, they're hoarding housing, they're hoarding healthcare, they're hoarding education from people. So yeah, fuck billionaires. Every single one of them, especially Jeff Bezos and that fucking dick ship that he wrote in on.
Every day I come onto this app and I see people sharing their most racist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic opinions, all in the name of dark humor. I'm sure you can think of some names right now. And if you're sick and tired of seeing it as me, I have the perfect contraption for you. But because TikTok keeps policing my content, we have to talk in code. Introducing Damn Wow. Yep, that's right. It's just a fucking Damn Wow. What better way to silence your enemies than by using a Damn Wow? If you're tired of getting called a snowflake by pointing out some problematic on this app, the Damn Wow is perfect for you. Order now and get a second Damn Wow free, because if there's one thing a person needs, it is two Damn Wow. Hey, what happened? What did I do?
Blood. There's blood on
Oh. Well, that just goes to show you how successful the Damn Wow is. Call us today because you don't want to miss out on this offer.
There he goes. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael.
Damn.
COVID kills 65% of cops? I think we should change the name to swine flu.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick.
Back up, because we need to have a conversation. Wait, hold up, I'm missing something. Alright, bet. Hi. Y'all know that I had to go ahead and pretty myself up because we both know that society does not listen to fat people unless they're looking gorgeous. Anyways, moving on. Basically, this video is just going to be me ranting about how I hate the body positivity movement, or at least how it seems like today. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, capitalism definitely plays in a big part of devolving activism to like little things that corporations can benefit off of, the same way that they did with the Black Panthers and self-care. But the way that y'all bought the body positivity movement specifically being about everybody is a little bit crazy to me. Like, this was a movement that was specifically for people with marginalized bodies, fat people, disabled folks, whatever. Because people with bodies like mine face a specific form of discrimination. Health discrimination, job discrimination, the profits that corporations make by demonizing bodies like mine. Like, so much more